right, welcome to Weekend Sports Betting Tips on the Barroom Network. My name is John Santucci. Call me Tooch. To my left is Anthony, Pounded Sports, and Mr. Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks. All right, fellas, we got more weekend action, and what are we gonna do here? We're gonna roll that banner. Send us questions. Just like Sean on his show, catch Midday Money every day on YouTube. Sean's channel, Winning Free Picks. All right, where's our? I'm sorry to do this, but season records for free plays. Ouch! All right, we're 6-11-1 as a team, but we're gonna be better. Dog of the day. We're 2-1-1 though. Let's see. Anybody want to? Any comments about last weekend? Maybe the Cardinals upsetting the Cowboys that killed every teaser in the land.
Three teams.
Well, you also had the Colts.
Yep.
I mean, that basically probably ruined everybody's
and the Texans.
Weekend. Texas won too, right? They beat the Jags. I loved it, and I saw a lot of people like, "Oh, NFL's terrible. I can't." Oh, I'm shocked you're losing money line -9s at 285s.
I thought the NFL was the easiest to bet.
No, let's put these faves in parlays. It's easy money.
The NFL is
favorite in parlays.
It's so hard, man. And not only that, but the Texans, they kind of own the Jaguars this past few years.
That's it. They beat the Jaguars and lose every other game.
Remember what I said about a couple hours before the game started, Sean? I was like, those four, man, and just one of those lose, Vegas cleans up. And three of the four ended up losing.
Yep, 3 out of 4.
And I was just talking to Sean about that.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah, imagine your money line parlay like Texans, Colts, and Cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah. Who does that? I mean,
that would have been like plus 2,000, or something like that.
Oh, it's just like that dude in jail that did the 18 parlay.
Yeah. Again, people say like, "Oh, look how easy that is. How easy is that?" I mean,
so easy. Yeah.
Let me just take 3 teams that are double-digit faves. How bad could it be?
Yeah.
You gotta quickly do it.
Even as a dog guy, though, I couldn't take those money lines. It would have to. I'd be like, all right, if I'm going to do it, you got to take all those big dogs on the plus points. I couldn't do that. And you go 0-4. Chances are you're going 0-4 those big dogs.
Yeah.
Straight up, right? Maybe you get one. Maybe.
Yep.
That's coming from a dog guy.
The Ravens got robbed because they had a pass interference penalty in overtime that wasn't called. And then the Colts had short field. And,
why do you think it is so? I mean, the numbers are just so sharp in NFL. With college football, I mean, there's some play.
It's overreaction.
I'm not saying the numbers aren't sharp from Vegas bookmakers, but and NFL is way more overreactionary.
Think about it. Going into last week, you got these large spreads. Me and you, we hated the weekend, Tooch.
Yeah.
We're like, I don't like anything. I don't like a lot of these games.
I think I was 7-7.
All you see is 2 weeks. All we have is 2 weeks of info.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Teams change a lot in 2-3 weeks, from week 3 to week 12. 2 totally different teams. So I look forward to seeing what's going on in the next 8 to 10 weeks.
Well, we'll get to it. We got 3 weeks of data, and we'll get into NFL Week 4. But first, we'll talk a little college football starting tomorrow. Coach Prime hosting Lincoln Riley and the Trojans. Man, I'll tell you, though, I got in my notes a few things about the USC offense, man. They're averaging 55 points a game, 9.2 yards per play, Sean. Almost a first down every play.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. 570 yards of offense per game on average. Haven't really played anyone good, though. Who have they played that's good, though? They haven't really played anybody good. But,
they put up their points anyway.
Put up their points anyways. That's right.
They're going to put up the points. I mean, come on. They're going to drop their 40-plus on good teams.
Yep.
And Colorado, is not a good team. There's no defense.
Nope.
There's no tackling.
Their best defensive players out.
Best defensive players, their best wide receiver.
Yep.
Worst run game in the whole country. College
they can't run the ball.
They have the worst run game in all of college football statistically. They're in last.
is good though, man.
All they do is pass. That's all they do.
77% of his pass completion.
And you know he's also Shedeur Sanders is the number one quarterback sacked in all of college.
Oh, yeah.
He's number one sacked, and they have the last ranked running defense. I mean, where's your offense?
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, you can't win like that. You have no offensive line and no run game.
The line is 21 and a half.
I got. You know what? Let me tell you the numbers I got in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I already know what you got.
17 and a half. 24 and 27 and a half. Yeah. Those are the three numbers I got USC at, and now it's sitting at 21 and a half.
Yep.
I mean, I have one good number and a putrid number, 27. And I thought for sure this line would be at 27 by game time.
I did too.
I don't know who's buying. Okay, is it USC defense is bad? All right, they're a little bad. They're still going to sack this guy 5 times. And they're still going to run all over them. I mean, if USC gets to stop and I say stop, I mean a non-score every 2 possessions, they're going to win by 40 points because they're not going to let up. They're not Oregon. Oregon will be like, you know what? 42-0. Keep your mouth shut over there. You come dancing on our field.
Yeah.
USC's going to be like, oh, no. You think you're the Heisman guy? You think you're the number 1 draft pick? Lincoln Riley's going to be like, I'll show you. Let me show you something about who's the Heisman quarterback here. And he'll throw for 6 or 7 touchdowns. By halftime, maybe.
Yep.
If Colorado stays within 25 or 30 here, hey, hats off to them. I don't see it. I said 30-point win last week. I'll say again 30-point win this week. I don't care how bad the USC defense is.
So I got on my card USC first half minus 13.5 or 12 minus 12.5. First half USC.
Steal.
Love that play.
Yeah, that's a steal.
If USC, where are you guys laying on it? I also like the team total over 48.5.
Yeah.
For USC, minus 21.5 USC over under. I even like the over, man. I think this game gets over 73. But by principle, I don't like playing 10 touchdown games because any miscue or miss a couple punts, and you're not getting to 70. But what do you guys think? Side total, Sean.
I mean, it's USC in the over.
I know you love USC. Minus 21.5.
I was shocked
total?
that Oregon didn't score 55. I'm still going for a 55 spot here for USC.
USC scored 56 twice, 66 once, and 42 once. I'm all over USC. I'm predicting a 56. And I'm giving Colorado a lot of credit when I say this number, 31. That's over the total. And that still covers the total.
Yeah, their team total's 23.5 for this game for Colorado. And what is it? 25.5, 24.5?
So it's probably different every book, but my book has 25.5 and USC 48.5.
48.5, yep.
I got USC over 48.5. I got USC minus 21. I got the over 73.5. And I'm going to add that first half bet. I didn't know about the first half.
13.5, 14.
Yep. I'll put that one in this morning.
Okay. We add that to my free play.
I mean, show me Colorado could stop a good team. Because TCU, Nebraska, Colorado State were in a good team. Show me you can keep this team under 56.
Yep.
The best way I can analogy these two teams is you got varsity football, the seniors, versus the freshmen coming in. And that is the best way. Colorado doesn't have the size. They don't have the strength. All they have,
there's no depth. There's no depth on that lineup, on the team.
They're skinny, fast kids. That's it. I'm not saying they're bad players, but they're not developed to tackle men. They're boys still.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could put it. They don't have
Riley is not the kind of coach that's going to let off the gas either.
Oh, no. It's not like Oregon.
I'll throw that out there. But
Oregon could have put 70 on. They just said, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's stop and save our guys.
It was embarrassing. They couldn't do anything. Up 42-0, and they still couldn't score.
Oregon, pretty good defense, though.
Yeah, better than USC, for sure.
Better defense.
Better than USC.
That's why I was saying I'm going to give a lot of credit to this one, the 31, but I'm going to say between 20 and 31 points Colorado can score. If they don't score 20 on USC's defense, I mean, they got to be the biggest frauds. It's going this early.
Yes, I think they can. I mean, Anthony, you and I have talked about this before, is taking the opposing team's team total on the road over.
Yeah. USC.
That's been a good bet. When USC is at home, don't take the opposing team's team total over. But, all right, man. Moving on. Texas, number 24. Kansas is hosting Texas. Sean, number 5 team in the country, the Longhorns. Texas is catching 16. Kansas is catching 16. Now, Kansas pretty good offense and good quarterback, but not a lot of defense there. Sean, where are you standing? Kansas, Texas.
Yeah, this is, I don't have anything on this game, and I like some of the bigger, quote unquote, ranked faves this weekend. And I do lean Texas here. I mean, you saw 55-14 last year. Because you saw Texas in back-to-back years, they lost 57-56 in OT, and the year before that was a 50-48. Crazy game.
Yeah.
Texas, to me, looks like, they've turned the corner to be like a winning program. You went in Alabama, you kind of controlled that game from start to finish. You looked pretty good there. You weathered a little storm. You followed it up. Okay, it was a slow little start. You knew that was coming against Wyoming, who looks like a pretty tough team, Wyoming, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Baylor, manhandled, and I think they're going to do the same here with Kansas. Both teams are 4-0. Both are ranked. I think one is real and one is not so real. Kansas versus middle kind of guys, sure. I don't know. Again, for me, and we had the Red River rivalry on deck too.
Yeah.
Texas has covered, I think, 4 of the last 5 of the games before this. They played like West Virginia a couple times. They've covered this number a little bigger. That does not concern me here. I know there's a quote unquote bigger game on deck, but I would lay it. I'm believing in Texas. I think this is their year. If they got over Alabama, I thought, here we go. You get to the Big 12 championship and Sark's winning a big game.
They won by 10 in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I know.
If that's not for real, I don't know what is, Sean.
Well, they're going to say, the Alabama quarterback problems, this and that. I don't know. You got some growing pains when you throw a freshman behind, with NFL guys or not, you're going to have a slow start versus a team that's coming after you, that's looking to prove itself. And Texas is talented. There's no doubt. They've always gotten the players. They just hadn't done anything the last few years. I think this is their year. So, again, I didn't bet it. I think they're going to win this, and I think they're going to beat Oklahoma by 20. Like, I think this is – I'm not high in Oklahoma. I think Texas is for real.
All right.
Kansas gave up 17 to Missouri State.
I'm going to disagree. I've watched enough Kansas this year to say that team is for real. Now, their defense has a lot of work to do, but one thing wrong with Kansas is when they get into a big lead, they get sloppy. This game, this is going to be one of those games where exactly Sean says, minus 16, lay the number, and Kansas is going to surprise some people. This is going to be, they're going to give Texas a run for their money.
Backdoor might be open.
Backdoor's wide open. I think game's going to be within single digits. If Texas wins, it's going to be about a touchdown win, field goal game. I think this is going to be one of those games where people are like, what the heck is going on with Texas? Upset alert type game. This has it written all over it. Everyone expects Texas to just roll over Kansas because they really don't have that good of a defense. But I think Kansas offense is going to surprise some people in this game.
Well, Mr. Chalk likes Texas.
I could have told you that one.
I don't want to discredit Kansas. They nice win over BYU. I had them over BYU, and we got a fumble return. We got an interception for a touchdown. And that, you take wins like that because the week before that they played lethargic versus Nevada, who I think is atrocious. But I think they should have been. Am I looking at Kansas as 28-point road faves? No, I'm not looking at Kansas has double-digit road faves really anywhere.
Yeah.
But
the 3-7 in the last 10. 2-2 this year against the spread. Both teams 2 against the spread this season.
It is.
The only thing that's wrong with this game for Kansas is the environment. If they can just get the environment out of their head, I think they can go toe-to-toe with Texas.
That's what I was saying. That's like 90,000 screaming horns. horns up. Yeah. 90,000 screaming at you.
I'm telling you, I think this is one of those games where it just looks way too easy. It's like, Texas should roll to Kansas. Not so fast. This is where college football just smacks you in the face. It's like, what the heck is happening right now?
Well, somebody's going to be 4-1. That's all I know. And somebody's going to be 5-0.
Texas. I just don't.
Sean and I like Texas. Anthony likes the 16 points.
I'll tell you, if Texas gets knocked off here, listen, they'll be calling for Sark's head.
I don't think they're going to get knocked off. I'm just saying I think Kansas is going to go toe-to-toe with Texas.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is like even if they're going toe to toe, it's a close kind of game.
Yeah.
And they'll write off as well. They have Oklahoma on deck. Well, listen, you've been taking care of business, and this is a team that went on the road and barely beat Nevada.
I think
that's what I was just about to say. Yeah,
I think Kansas beats Oklahoma.
The worst defense in
Oklahoma
the country.
So
Nevada.
I think I'm not an Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's good versus those crap teams like Tulsa. They probably Houston, Cincinnati. They can roll, but a team like Kansas. I mean, Kansas not getting any credit this year.
I like the quarterback.
Oklahoma's
I like Kansas.
Going to roll my Cyclones on. Oklahoma's going to roll the Cyclones on. Sunday. No offense, Cyclones.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, it's tough to win or cover when you can't score points. So
exactly. I mean, Oklahoma could put up 60. I mean, Iowa State's got a good defense.
They won't put 60.
They're not going to score.
They won't. No. It's going to be
that game's going to be like 31-3.
Yeah, 3 and go under the total.
Yeah, I know my teams, man. I know.
You know your teams. Yeah.
I like the Hawkeyes.
What's the total in this? What's the total? Maybe an over in this game.
61.
61.5.
Definitely.
I mean, see that I can see because I can see something like 45, 30. Wouldn't shock me where Kansas is in the number.
30.
Kansas doesn't have that good of a defense. I mean, Illinois was scoring on them. So, I mean,
Texas put up 34 on Alabama. They put up 31 on Wyoming with pretty good defense, too. And 38 at Baylor last weekend. You think against Kansas, they should be good for 40, 42.
Here's the thing with Kansas. I'm going to bring up like last year's road games. 47-27 loser at K-State, 43-28 loser at Texas Tech, 35-23 at Baylor, 52-42 at Oklahoma. And they won at Houston 48-30. I mean, like you see kind of a denominator. How about West Virginia? 55-42. A ton of where's it? 55-53 in a bowl game.
Yeah.
I mean,
that bowl game was nuts. I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Like these numbers here, on the road again, the Texas game was 57-56. They pulled that out overtime. 55-3, loser. 59-7, loser. 55-32, loser at Duke. I mean, 49-22, Coastal. So let's. I gotta, hitting the road. Kansas is tough sledding. But I see with the back. Like I said, 45-20. I'd be like, oh. I almost had it, and you got it, but
yeah, I mean they've improved their defense.
They've improved a lot from last year.
Well, Leopold, I like Leopold as a coach. I think that's a good hire, and it's tough resurrecting a franchise like that. He's done a great job.
All right, moving on to LSU, Ole Miss. You got both teams ranked here. LSU number 12 in the country, Ole Miss number 20. Minus 21 and no, that can't be.
Minus 3 or 2.5.
It's minus 2.5. Sorry, let me fix that. Mistype.
21.5. Maybe it should be 21.5.
Yeah,
that's what I think they win.
There you go. All right. What are you guys thinking, Anthony? LSU, Ole Miss.
So. Last week, I called LSU blowout versus, what was it, Mississippi State? Mississippi State, right?
Yep.
Blew them out. Well, I'm going to continue going. LSU is going to win this by 7 points. Exactly 7 points. That is my prediction in this game. Ole Miss is a very good team, and they went toe-to-toe with Alabama until the second half. Alabama made adjustments. Ole Miss did not. I'm right in LSU. I think ever since they lost that first game of the season, I don't think they lose a game the rest of the year. So I'm going to continue right in LSU until they lose again. So LSU wins this game by exactly 7 points is my prediction.
Yep. Sounds about right. I like LSU here too, man. I mean, Mississippi, Jackson Dart just got destroyed second half. I mean, Here comes the defense. Here comes Alabama offense. LSU. That loss to Florida State's not looking too shabby right now. So, they still kind of hold down a little hope. Like, hey, we could still win the SEC. We take care of teams that are in front of us. And Mississippi, what do they got? No, thank you. I mean, 7-10. LSU should win this. I mean, I don't see LSU's a good team.
LSU is, I mean, -2.5. I mean,
it does. When I saw this, I'm like, why is this so low? It looks like shockingly low to me.
yeah.
Mississippi's off a tough game, and maybe it's even with the what did we just saw? Yeah, what we saw LSU won a dogfight, right? They were 20-point faves last week, 18, and they barely won. So maybe they took the team lightly when you're an 18-point.
LSU?
Yeah, they beat Arkansas 34-31 last week.
Yep.
Mississippi State was week before 41-14.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm a week behind. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, last week they were again and 20-point fave. You took a team too light. I get it, but you pulled it out. Are you going to go take another? Are you going to take another team lately after you almost got upset at home? Nope. Especially a team that had a lead over Alabama on the road at halftime. No.
Oh yeah,
they'll be ready.
Ole Miss had their opportunities in that game.
Did.
They blew a lot of opportunities.
They're not coming in here sleeping. They're going to be like, fellas, last time we went on the road to a team that was kind of good, we got beat up by Florida State. So,
yep, week 1, Florida State 45, LSU 24. Next week, LSU put up 72 on Grambling. Versus Arkansas, Jaden Daniels 20 of 29 for 320 yards. So pretty good. He was even better versus Mississippi State. Completed 88% of his passes, 30 of 34.
Just look at the matchups head to head here. And 45, 53, 58, 45, and 46 points at 5 of the last 6 meetings the LSU's put up. And last time I checked, Mississippi is not like a team that's rolling out some awesome defense that gives up 16 points a game. Like, wow, look at this. No. They're always a bad defense. That hasn't changed. They're not some elite unit this year. They will give up a.
They're a little better though. They've got Alabama's defensive coordinator, but it's going to take a while.
It's going to take a bit.
Yeah,
which is probably why you hung for a half, because you kind of knew their playbook.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Alabama made adjustments, and they just blew them out.
Gave up 20 to Tulane, 23 to Georgia Tech, 24 to Alabama.
That Tulane game, that's a whole other story. They scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes.
That's very misleading.
Let's not talk about that Tulane. That just brings back bad memories.
All right. So you guys, let's see. Need some winners, please. JoJo Loco. All right. Stick around. We're getting to the free plays here. Got one last college game. We're looking at
JoJo's probably looking for tonight action. Degenerate special. Take the under Utah tonight, JoJo. Take the under.
There you go. Like that play. I got the under North Carolina State and
everybody liked Louisville in my chat today. Everybody, Louisville today. Louisville. I'm like, take NC State since everybody likes Louisville here. Somebody hit me with a lock emoji. I said, oh, NC State's definitely to play.
I took the under. That's looking
and
good.
UTEP
so
too.
far.
UTEP. A lot of people like Louisiana Tech. I was like, all right.
We got a score on that game. Anthony?
NC State's up 7-0.
7-0. My under is looking pretty good.
Yes. Halftime, basically.
Yep. Notre Dame, number 13, at number 16, Duke. Duke getting 5.5 at home. Totals 52.5. Give me the home team plus the points, man. Duke's only allowing 10 points a game. They have a good defense. Love the coach. Love the quarterback for Duke. And Notre Dame coming off of an emotional loss to Ohio State where, looked like they were going to win that game. I had Irish plus 3.5. I got lucky, Sean, on that one. But if you had, 3 or less, you were on the other side. But Duke vulnerable versus the run, man. Audric Estime is really good. Notre Dame, like I said, might be a little hungover after Ohio State. I'm looking at first half under 27.5 with 2 good defenses. Sean, what do you think in Notre Dame, Duke? I like first half under 27.5, JoJo.
When this one came out, I thought I was talking. I said this line's like a 5. I said Notre Dame laid a 5. I thought it was like a misprint. Like, all right,
yeah,
Clemson. You beat Clemson. I get it. They're quietly. He's the old A&M coach, I think, or a coordinator or something. They're putting together a nice little squad. My thing with this is that I don't know. Is Duke? I guess Duke is kind of real. You look at their scores the last 2 years, right? They're 9-1 their last 10. How's Notre Dame responding here, right? Because there's a lot of Notre Dame love, and I'm not a Notre Dame guy. My name might be Sean, but it's not like I'm running around like, oh, I got a little Fighting Irish guy tattooed on my shoulder or something. I want to know because there's a lot of hype. Oh, we got Sam Hartman. We're winning this paper. Here we go. Like San Antonio.
A couple of little JoJo with the junior college action tomorrow night. All right, let's go.
This is why you're in trouble.
I don't even know if DraftKings has those.
I like Duke. Like you think, all right, I'll lean Duke here because it's just a whole letdown factor. Like you put every game.
It's a bad spot for Notre Dame.
It's on the terrible spot.
Terrible spot.
And just the hype. We got Sam Hartman. Watch out. We're going playoff hunting. Well,
and I love Sam Hartman and the offense. But yeah, Anthony, where are you sitting on this one?
Well, I had Ohio State last week because I faded my gut. Well, I'm going to fade my gut again. Give me Duke plus 5.5. I'm all over the Duke. I'm a big Duke fan right now.
Buying the 0.5 point to 6?
No, don't need to. Duke out.
Stop buying points, Tooch. Stop it.
Duke's going to win it.
I'm just saying.
Don't
Duke
buy
out.
Points.
I'm just asking.
I'd rather take the money line than buy the 0.5 point in this game.
All right. I like it. Let's should we move to the NFL? Where we got the Dookie Bowl, Broncos at Bears. Broncos minus 3.5. Over under 46.
Is that where we're starting? We're starting with the Bear talk.
Yeah, it's the first game of the day. Of the 4 or first.
Let's just get this.
Let's get it out of the way.
I'm on the Broncos and
both teams are terrible.
First, the best play of the whole game. Just the over.
Do I have to say anything here? I'm surprised Chicago hasn't sent Al Capone's Hitman's family after me the way I talk about Chicago.
Oh, they know they suck.
This Bears team.
They're terrible.
You guys were all on the Bears in week 1 and week 2 against me.
Well, I mean, yeah. And I'm still fading the Buccaneers every week.
Bad move.
They got exposed in Tampa, though.
They got exposed. Give me the Bucs over the Eagles at home. You guys are crazy. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Give me the Bucs. They're going 3-0. Who said that?
At 7.5. Well, I don't know if they're going 3-0. At 7.5 at 7 points, I'll definitely take a home dog in the NFL getting a touchdown. But this, come on, this Bears team.
Double digit, easy money.
The Bears, at least the Broncos, I got a Hall of Fame quarterback and a Hall of Fame coach, and they're totally embarrassed. The Bears get embarrassed every week. They're not getting embarrassed by 70, though. I expect Denver to win here. I'm not bad. I don't have anything on this game. I had nothing. It didn't make a free pick video, side total, nothing. This is no thank you.
My bold prediction of this game is it's going to be like a 31-27. Yeah, the Bears are actually going to put some points on the board this week because of how bad the Broncos defense is. The Bears defense don't even try. Their defensive coordinator quit.
I saw Chase Claypool's complaining this team.
They're not using me right. Yeah.
Break up this team.
Nobody uses me right.
Try to trade Josh Fields. See what you get for him. Get a 3rd-round pick for Josh Fields. That's all you get for him.
Yeah, nothing right. Nothing doing there.
I don't even want the backup quarterback in. They're going to ruin him too. Pageant or whatever the hell his last name is.
Yep. I like the Broncos in the first half. They're number 7 in the NFL this season for scoring in the first half.
Not hurt. Yeah, and the Bears. Again, up on.
Give me Broncos first half.
How can anyone just take the Bears?
Nathan Peterman threw 26 touchdown passes for the Steelers in 2016.
Oh yeah.
Peterman.
No, that Pittsburgh Panthers.
Yes, yeah, Pitt Panthers. I'm just saying.
Pitt Panthers. Yep. All right. Enough of that. Anthony's on the over. I like the Broncos first half, and Sean has no play on this crap ball.
You don't want to take Broncos over your favorite team?
Gun to your head.
This goes right with your Chicago pizza, right into the trash.
You got to make a play on this game. What's your play?
Gun to your head, Sean dies.
Broncos. Yeah, play to my head, I die.
Just kill me now because
Broncos money line. Broncos minus 3.5.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to say. I can't even.
This is a horrible.
It is. I can't even. I'm not committing to anything on this game. I can't.
I saw something that said all the primetime games Thursday night and Monday night and Sunday night should be all the worst matchups because no matter what, people are still going to bet it. But you put the best games on Sunday afternoon because those are the best games. And you put a game like the Broncos versus the Bears on Monday Night Football, you're still going to get millions and millions of people watching it because they're degenerates. Yeah. And on a regular Sunday at 1 o'clock, nobody's betting this crap.
We got Dolphins at Bills Sunday. Bills minus 2.5 point favorite. I got to tell you, man, everyone's probably on the Dolphins money line after the 70 burger they put up on the Broncos. But I don't know, it feels like a letdown spot for the Dolphins. Sean, what do you think?
Someone said in my chat today, they're like, "Oh, all the sharps and touts are on the Bills." I'm like, well, that makes sense because everybody's going to be wanting to bet Miami minus, they minus 70 because they scored 70 points. I kind of like the Bills in this spot just because the hype on how about this for us? Miami opened in LA, went to New England, home versus Denver, on the road in Buffalo. So that's 3 out of 4 on the road. And then you go preseason on the road. Like, I don't care. Pros or not, that kind of catches up with you. So it's a bad spot on the fact that you're in 3 road games in 4 weeks. Division rival who you played kind of tight, kind of dogfight games. And you've heard me talk about Josh Allen. I think the guy's bad. Fumbles, hero ball, 5-on-1 fast break kind of guy. I like the Bills in this spot. I do. I think the Bills win. And I don't like the total now. I like the total better at the opener at 50 than I do at 53. But give me the Bills minus 2.5. I think everybody's just going to bet Miami. 70 points, baby. Yeah, look at this. And you're getting points. Tease it up. Tease it up to 10 or 11 and take the Bills the other side. At
you
plus
take
money.
Dolphins plus 8.5. You might have a shot in a teaser. Anthony, what do you think?
I like the under. You got 2 defensive teams. Yeah, the Dolphins scored 70 points. But, I mean, did anyone really watch the Broncos defense? I mean, they really didn't even give a crap after 40-some points. They literally stopped running after the guy with the ball.
It was
points. They just like, oh, what the hell? What the hell? So really, scratch off the last 6 touchdowns because the Broncos stopped even trying. They're like, oh, what the hell?
Just let's get out of here without getting injured.
The Bills they've been playing great defense. The Dolphins are playing good defense. I've been burned by Josh Allen twice this year. We won versus the Jets.
It's a great play. I love the under too.
The Raiders plus 8.5, which it was just disgusting on how they lost that game.
Yep.
So I'm actually on the under because I think these two teams are going to drain the clock. The Dolphins, believe it or not, love to run the ball. They have 2 studly running back. The Bills, they're going to do – if they can do what they did to the Raiders and just milk the damn clock, that's exactly how they beat the Raiders. It was 2 interceptions by Garoppolo. It wasn't even really his fault. One was tipped. One was taken away by the running back. I like the under in this one. And I would lean
like the under too.
2.5. Call me a sucker, but give me the Bills. I think the Bills win in Buffalo and the Dolphins win in Miami. I don't see the Dolphins just because they poured 70 on, they're going to go into Buffalo and take it. I think Buffalo takes this one.
Yeah, I mean, the Buffalo played a close game first to see. They lost to the Jets. How? We don't know. Just Zach Wilson.
You got to throw that whole game out.
Throw that game out.
Yeah.
And then they killed the next 2 teams they played, the Raiders and the Commanders. Well, I mean, both those teams suck.
The Commanders aren't that bad of a team, and they embarrassed the Commanders.
They're good defensive. Their offense sucks.
It was the way they beat them. They got 4 interceptions on Howell. They destroyed them. I mean, didn't they shut them out? Give up only 3 points?
37-3.
Yep. That was a I don't care how you put it, but that was a hell of a defensive game.
Yeah, they've got some growing pains with Sam Howell holds on the ball. It's not like what you're hearing in Chicago with Justin Fields.
Sam Howell.
Here's the deal. Like, what was the opening line for this, Sean? Opened at what, 51.5?
50. I think a 50 or hold on.
50.5 on this game.
I'm flipping
because everyone saw the 70 burger. They got Tyreek Hill is the best wide receiver.
It was a 50 opener.
50 opener. So in Vegas initially thinks 50 points will be scored in this game. It's been bet up to 53.5. I love the extra 3.5 points of value. I'm with Anthony on the under.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, let's think Broncos. Let's go back. You got to throw that Dolphins game completely out the window. Washington came back down 24-0 from the Broncos to win, 30-something? And then Washington the following week, it only scores 3 points versus the Bills.
Yeah.
I think the problem more is the Broncos than – I'm not saying the Dolphins are good, but of how bad they beat them. Because the Broncos' defense is the problem, not the Dolphins scoring 70. The Dolphins are not going to score 70 on anyone else.
The Broncos were supposed to be a good defense. Vic Fangio left there. He's coaching the Dolphins now, isn't he?
Dolphins DC.
Yeah.
I really don't care who
he knows how to beat Russell Wilson. That's for sure.
I don't care. Sean Payton, Belichick. I don't care who the hell is coaching Denver. There is no solution. That defense is atrocious. That's why I still say the Bears are somehow miraculously going to score over 20 points this week, just because of how bad that defense is.
What's the team total on the Bears?
I don't know, but it's going to be.
I wonder what it is. I don't have my phone.
Can't be that high.
No, I know. I might take the.
Well, the total is 46.5. The total is 40.5. It's probably around
20, 19.5, 18.5.
Over. I'm telling you, I'm thinking over. It's just dissect what's going on. Washington scored how many points and then get shut out by the Bills. The Dolphins come out and score 70 on them. And then the Bills shut out Washington and only give up 3. Now the Bears are coming in town who hasn't scored crap except for in garbage time. They're going to get over 20 points.
All right, Sean and Anthony are on the over. What do you like in this game? You're on the Bills. All right.
Bills in the under.
Yep. We got Patriots at the Cowboys, Sean's team. But this is like Battle of America's teams right here, Patriots and Cowboys, right? Got Sean's Cowboys taking on the Patriots. Sean, I like this is a bounce back spot for the Cowboys after losing.
Bet Online has the Bears at 21.5.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Wow.
I'll take the under in that one, but hey,
I won't touch that. But
they
probably step up. They probably
if it was 18.5, 19.5, I might consider it.
Yeah, at 21, I mean, I need 3+ scores.
That's because they're at home. That's why.
It's ridiculous though with the total like that, and then you have what's the Broncos team total got to be 24.5. 24.5. Yeah.
I like Denver's 24.5.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the Bears are arguably so banged up everywhere, offense and defense.
Well, they're playing 2 rookie cornerbacks this week. Their defensive coordinator quit out. The coach and offensive coordinator have no clue what between their head and their ass. Yep. You got to take the Broncos team total over. And just the game over. Both defenses are just absolute garbage. Probably the 2 worst defenses in the league by far. No exaggeration.
Yep, the Bears are the worst defense in the NFL. No question.
Well, statistically, it's got to be the Broncos after that 70 point.
Yeah. But I mean, like
the Bears are right there.
Out, yeah. Okay. This is a bounce back spot for the Cowboys to me. I mean,
I agree. Cowboys by
6 versus the Patriots seems a little long. Sean,
it was 7.5 on the open.
Been bet down.
It's an overrated spot. Big time.
I agree. I think Dallas wins this.
I think Dallas.
I like the under too. Dallas in the under. I know the Dallas defense is good. I know the Patriots defense is good. I'm not sure about either offense.
Yep.
So
that's the question. This is
Cowboys
under's the best part.
Times where the Cowboys inside the 5-yard line last week versus the Cardinals.
Yeah.
4 times, and they went for
got a field goal.
4.
Yep.
A field goal. Couldn't even get a touchdown.
It was just a bad game, bad breaks. You got to throw that game out the window. Cowboys win this double digit.
Yeah, Dak played a bad game. The coaching was terrible. Play calling was.
It was just bad all the way around. It was just bad all the way around.
And Arizona out hustled them, man. I'll tell you.
I can see this being like a 23-13 kind of game, 26-17, something along those lines.
Yep.
Watch out for Arizona. They're a sneaky good team with Dobbs. Mm-hmm. The poor guy can't even buy his own jersey.
They play hard for that coach.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they're supposed to be like one of the worst teams in the NFL, and I'll bet you they could beat the Bears by 14.
But I'm telling you,
I said I was doing Sports Grid with Gabe, and I'm like, take the alternate 3.5 under Arizona. They're terrible.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to be trash. I thought
I did too. I'm telling you that Dobbs came in and he just flourished.
Yeah.
James Conner said before the season, fantasy owners, pick me up. I won't disappoint you, and he hasn't disappointed.
Nice. All right, I'm looking at Chiefs and Jets Sunday night. You got Chiefs laying 9, and to me that seems short But I just saw the Chiefs destroy my Bears. But the Jets have no offense. Zach Wilson is not good. Their defense is good. The Jets' offensive line is terrible. And I'll tell you, back and watch some. Someone posted every single drop back pass play of the Bears versus the Chiefs, and there was nobody open. The Chiefs blanketed every receiver, every play that rushed the pass. Sometimes they only rushed 3 and got to the passer, So I like the Chiefs in this game. I lay the 9. This would be a great teaser play as well. Over under 41.5. See, I'm not going to touch that. I think that's a little low because I think the Chiefs could put 38 points up on this Jets. Sean, what do you think?
I got a Casey 44.5 under on the open.
There you go.
What is that about?
That's better.
Is that crazy? And Casey opened up at a touchdown fave, which kind of made sense.
Mm-hmm.
It went to 9.5 or 9. I see some 8.5s.
Yep.
How's Casey? Again, I like the under, and even this one, it's 41's a little tricky. Even a 44 because it's like, and I said last week here, I said, what did I say about Kansas City? I said 44-10. Like we're ready for a 44-10 game for Kansas City. We haven't seen any offense. They can play defense. Is the Jets going to quit? You talk about teams quitting. Is the Jet defense just so fed up with the coach and Wilson?
Yep. And the offense.
And again, you blame Wilson. Dude, the offensive line could hold up on 4 plays before Rodgers got hurt. 4 plays before he got killed. What do you expect this kid to do? What do you expect this guy to do behind a bad line?
Look at look. If you watch the plays, he's got multiple receivers open. Just how Justin Fields had last week, multiple receivers open. The dude doesn't throw the ball. Every damn down, he takes the ball, runs to his left, runs to the sideline, throws it as he's going out of bounds. Every damn play, he's running for his life, and he throws it toward the sideline. Throw the damn ball. I'm telling you. The defense has already called out the coach that if it's any other quarterback, that he would have been benched already. This guy is atrocious. I'm all over the Chiefs. Call me the squares play on the board. I'm going to say it out loud. This is my best play of the week. Chiefs minus 9.5. I got $1,000 on it. 10 bomb. I'm going all out. Chris Jones is going to eat that offensive line alive. Yep. Zach Wilson's going to be on the sideline crying like a little baby like he did last week, not knowing because none of his teammates like him because head coach has got a favoritism on him. This is going to be a shit show. Give me the Chiefs minus 9.5. Someone said Sauce Gardner is going to guard Kelsey and stop him. Get the hell out of here. If that was the case, I haven't seen anybody guard Kelsey in his entire career. Kelsey take his over yardage, take 2+ touchdowns. It's Chiefs this week.
Is Tim Boyle getting in this game?
For me, this is like a 31-10 game for me.
But maybe 10. Really, yeah. Kansas City, they got the Packers. They got Minnesota on deck.
Yep.
They should. This game's again my under. I'm concerned because it's gonna be 30-0 at the half.
Yeah.
Because I think the Jets will just be like F this, and they could just.
Chiefs first half has got to be probably the best play too.
Yeah.
Because
first half.
What they like to do, they like to score and score fast and early.
Yeah.
And then
Mahomes was out. Mahomes was on the sidelines midway through the third quarter versus the Bears.
Yeah.
Kansas City first half is 6.5.
I'll take 6.5 in the first Chiefs first half 6.5.
If anybody wants one good bet the entire weekend, this is it. Don't overthink it. The Jets team is pretty much given up on the coach already, just because of the favoritism. I mean, this is a bad spot for the Jets. This is the last team they wanted to face.
Yep.
As their situation, because they're one step above of the Bears. The Bears have already hit rock bottom or this down, and the Jets are right here.
I tell you, I know you said Fields had guys. He didn't have anybody open. Last year, Fields should have been running. But 2 weeks ago. Yep, 2 weeks ago, there was guys open that he missed against the Buccaneers. Yep, guys wide open. But versus the Chiefs, there was nobody.
That Chiefs defense credit.
I said the Chiefs defense is they improved so much on defense. I wish they improved their offense. Yeah, they have
great receivers, great running game. They shut them down.
Yep.
That should be the first sign right there.
Yep.
So don't overthink this. Chiefs minus 9. Hell, I'll take minus 11, minus 12, minus 13.
Yep. Definitely like the first half, minus 6.5. What did you say? We give away some free plays.
Hell, I think I did.
Starting with Anthony. Free play. I love this play. Jaguars -3 versus the Falcons. It's like a home game for the Jaguars.
It's like a home game. Everybody's going to overreaction here because they lost last week to Houston. And Jacksonville was making one of their legendary comebacks until that kickoff return for touchdown by the fullback. Otherwise,
that guy never ran as fast in his life before.
Otherwise, they would have 8 minutes left, down by 10. They probably would have scored a touchdown or minimum a field goal. It would have been a one-score game, probably a 2-minute drill. But the only concern I have with Jacksonville this entire season is their defense. I think their defense is a major worry. But in this game, the Falcons have no passing game, all rushing. So give me the Jags.
They can run the ball, though. The coach is pretty creative, too, on offense, Arthur Smith.
Yeah, Doug Peterson's a phenomenal coach.
Yeah. Retzhoffs is here, Anthony, your buddy.
Yeah.
Foster.
You haven't even, Tooch. You haven't even been on.
I got chopped and guillotined.
You got chopped. You don't want to hear.
3 of my 4 top players were injured. I couldn't do it. There's nothing you can do.
They're still injured this week. So even if you did make.
Yeah, it's tough. Eckler's not playing, but
yeah.
Desmond Ridder is a bad quarterback. Give me the Jaguars, Sean.
I want to go back to what Ed said last year. He was like, "These games are always close out here. They're always making them a game." So I guess I'd have to lean. I guess I'd have to lean to the over because I don't want to go against the Jags play there. He's laying 3. It's so you think again, this is not for me. I'm not. It's a weird.
But Jacksonville plays there every year. They know about going over there.
Yeah. I'm not high on the Jags. I think the Jags were like the Lions to me. I said this before. Everyone's like, "Oh, Lawrence, this is a great."
They got a good.
Not a good team. I would be. It would not shock me if the Texans win that division.
Oh, it would shock me.
Not me. I think Texans have an okay team for that division.
Okay, so
all 4 teams in that division suck.
Here's the overreaction from last week.
No, none of the teams are good in the AFC.
If I had Davis Mills quarterbacking, I'd say I'd like the Texans, but it's not. It's not even Case Keenum. It's a rookie.
Yeah, a rookie who's been playing okay though.
I take the Titans over to Tennessee. Give me some Tannehill.
I think the Titans might be probably the best team in that division.
Well, they have no offensive line. That's the problem.
That's the problem, and they can't throw the ball either. They have terrible offense. They do have their defense.
It's tough to throw the ball when your statue quarterback's running. Well, he doesn't run. He kind of like hobbles for his life.
Yeah. He's the slowest quarterback in the NFL. Is Tannehill.
What are they doing? I said this the other day. I don't know where I was on something. I'm like, you drafted Willis 2 years ago. You draft Levi in the first round. Levis, whoever the heck he is.
I heard you talk about this on Midday Money.
Right? Like, are you going to put him in? Or are you waiting until after the
No, Willis can't
break?
Levis is exactly what they were saying in the draft room. There's a reason why he went day 2. Is because the dude can't throw accurately.
I'm just saying.
Holy crap!
I don't know. And I talk about rookie quarterbacks. You either throw them in there and be like, "F it, bro, go learn," and it is what it is. But Tennessee can't do that. You got a veteran coach. He's not looking. It's just a weird. I don't know the direction of what they're doing. They brought in Hopkins. I think we're going to run it back one last time. Good luck against Kansas City and Buffalo and Cincinnati's not where they should be, or the Browns, or even Chargers. Good luck trying to keep up with those kind of offenses with your 1987 brand of ground and pounds football.
Yep. Just watch one Titans, maybe a half, and you'll see the Titans have the worst offensive line in the league. That's why Derrick Henry isn't having his legendary rushes. Because Tannehill, he's got to be the toughest son of a bitch in the entire NFL. Oh, yeah. That dude gets 4 hits, and I've seen him take some nasty sacks in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's
from
tough.
The Chargers, from the Browns, and it's just like, holy crap, this guy's getting back up. So you want to think about tough guys, think of Tannehill. Very underrated.
All right. We got Sean's free play. He's going balls out. Syracuse money line at home versus Clemson. This is a plus 215 play.
Couldn't agree more.
So, I agree. I like Syracuse in this game.
Well, you got Clemson. It says, Clemson. I'm like, why does it say Clemson plus 250? It should say Syracuse. But got Syracuse.
Yeah, that's the odds.
Yes. Yeah. If you think Syracuse is going to be in this game, right? Clemson, bad spot, right? Their season's over, 2 losses. Where are you going? Totally unfamiliar territory for a team that's usually in the playoffs, or at least the ACC championship game. I'll take a shot here with Syracuse in the money.
Yeah. Oh, I got +7. I mean, the Syracuse is very underrated this year.
Nobody's I like the 7 points at home for sure.
6.5 points, whatever it is. They made them competitive the last couple of years. And how are they? We talk about Notre Dame responding. This team is totally dead in the water. They're done. 2 losses, you're out of it. You're not even getting to the ACC championship game. Hello, Miami and Florida State probably or something. I don't know. Definitely not Clemson. Not Clemson. Syracuse.
No.
Tooch is free play. Memphis at home playing 3 versus Boise State. Boise State playing a tough schedule. They played some tough teams, but they're not very good. Their defense is terrible. They can't stop the offense is terrible. Teams. Yeah. Memphis still can pass the ball, and Boise State has terrible pass defense. Give me Memphis on a short line. And we got a dog of the day, too. So let's where's our dog of the day? All right. We talked about dog of the day. Duke +6 at home versus Notre Dame. We're 2-1-1, so winning record for dog of the day. Sign up for VIP at poundedsports.com. If you want to sign up for VIP with Shawnee, you got to go to pick some parlays, right?
Yeah, go there, winning free picks.
Yeah, winning free picks.
Just Google me. Come visit me on Twitter.
Yeah. You should be watching Midday Money every day.
I tweeted a link here from you. I said, come see me with the Goombas and talk about crappy Chicago pizza. See if I get any engagement.
Foster, let me ask Foster, what's his favorite?
Foster pops in.
Foster lives in Chicago.
He knows the tech. He knows that the pizza's crap.
North Side guy, Chicago.
He knows the pizza's garbage. Sorry, Foster.
A big fan of the original Pequods in Morton Grove. Man, that was great with the caramelized cheese crust.
This is definitely Lower Wacker Drive. Little Blues Brothers, anybody?
What is it? The Billy Goat Tavern, worst burgers in the fucking world. Terrible.
Billy Goat Tavern.
Billy Goat Tavern. The horrible burgers.
I had them years and years ago. I went there, yeah.
And it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's like the really thin fucking patty on a Kaiser roll that's like
the Kaiser roll is
horrible. Dino's Pizza. Oh, there you go. I used to live over there, man. I used to eat at Dino's all the time, man.
Dino's Pizza.
Dino's Pizza. Yep, I used to eat over there a lot. That was my stop grounds over not far from the Hip. The Harlem Irving Plaza. All right. We're ready to get out of here, guys. Let you go. It's almost 8 o'clock. Anthony's tired. Sean's tired. I'm tired. We got a big day tomorrow. So free play on Twitter tomorrow from Anthony and I. And we'll catch you all next week. Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye-bye.
And I'm the team captain. He's the preview, and I'm the main attraction. Unstoppable, unconquerable, unstoppable.